I'm Stephanie Bienstock, Director of Luxury Sales with Blackbook Properties, and today we are here with Chris Suarez from CMC Group. We are going to talk about the highly anticipated Four Seasons private residences in Coconut Grove, and I'm really excited about this project. It has so much of what I love about the luxury real estate market in Miami, so let's get into it.
Welcome. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having us.
For sure.
So Chris, this has been a project that's been in the works of some of the best developers in Miami. I will dare to say it. CMC Group and Four Partners and the Four Seasons brand. This is a very dynamic duo. They have collaborated, and I'm really excited to see what these great minds bring to the table.
Right.
And so tell us how they're working together.
I've been with CMC Group, I think, for close to 12 years already, and it's really been a privilege working with Ugo Colombo. I think a lot of people already know and understand the reputation that Ugo has brought to the city. He's been developing very successful buildings in Miami for, I would say, 30 some years, or maybe even more. I always say that this project is kind of like the best marriage between these two amazing developers.
I agree.
Ugo Colombo, which is again very famous for delivering a very high level of finishes and over-delivering with what he promises in all of his projects. And then now we've partnered up with the Four Partners group, which is basically bringing the Four Seasons brand to Coconut Grove, which is very exciting. There really isn't anything like this in Coconut Grove. It's a brand that speaks for itself. And definitely have a huge following of people that want to specifically be in this type of building. And it has a following at a global level, which is kind of incredible.
And then let's talk about, Ugo Colombo has a long history here and roots in Miami, but so does Four Partners, right? So some of the projects that they've brought to this table, successful,
right,
ultra luxury. They have an incredible resume, and we could talk about something, a couple of projects that they've done.
Yeah, so I'll start with Ugo because I'm more familiarized with his project. So Ugo is, famous for, one of his most famous projects is Santa Maria, probably one of the best buildings still in the Brickell area. Everybody always references that building as like the mecca of, high-end luxury when there was not even a high-end luxury building in Brickell. That's just one of the
many that he's done.
Right, and so he has, Bristol Tower, and just as a reference, we did Flatiron, he did the Epic. We just completed on the residences in Bay Harbor. We have actually Vita at Grove Isle, which is another project that we're very close to completing. And so we have several projects that we are right now in the midst of completing. We're very excited to bring this new project online here in Coconut Grove. For Partners, they've done an excellent job in creating the Surf Club, which is, by far, I would say, one of the most impressive properties in South Florida, specifically brand driven.
It's a historic landmark, which they've completely brought back to life, and it actually attracts some of the wealthiest and most sophisticated population in Miami.
Exactly. So being able to work for these two huge Titan developers, it's really been exciting how the whole project is kind of developed, and just seeing it come to life, right? We just started the demolition process here at the old coffin building. Little by little, every day it gets closer and closer to making it a reality. So we're really excited about that.
So I want to talk about Coconut Grove. I understand why the developers chose Coconut Grove, but for somebody watching, let's go into somebody maybe not from Miami, what they can expect. I think that Coconut Grove, it has this allure of being on the water, having walkability, understated luxury. Anybody is able to find a little bit of what they love and like. It's also low density. Let's talk about a little bit more about what would attract a buyer to this project.
Yeah, so we've noticed in the last 3 years of us developing in the Coconut Grove area that the buyer profile of the people that are coming to this area are driven by, I would say, first and foremost, the schools. So you have a lot of people that don't live in Miami that kind of ask around, we're not from Miami, we want to move down to Miami, but where are the best schools located?
Absolutely.
So immediately, Coconut Grove has now become, desirable because you want your kids to go to school.
Within 5 minutes, you're at some of the best schools in Miami.
Correct. And then, we have a lot of our buyers which are empty nesters, in which their kids have, gone off to school, and they're used to having, these huge single family homes, whether it be in Key Biscayne.
Right. So they're able to downsize. Even if you're downsizing from another state, you're able to come and downsize into the private residences and have a very spacious floor plan in a condo.
Yeah, so there's kind of a need for this type of product, these type of floor plans with which are spacious floor plans. There's so many attractive features that this neighborhood has that I believe that even people that live in Miami don't really understand it until they come here, and they kind of experience it for themselves. Not only is it very lush, it has amazing parks. For those that are interested in marina boating, it has
at your fingertips, which a lot of people really are.
Right. So
and if they don't boat, they want to see the water. So amazing views.
So you have amazing views. You have boating at your down a block from where you're at, and also you have the walkability of being able to walk to these amazing restaurants.
Which Coconut Grove has brought in some of the best restaurants in Miami now.
Exactly. So so Coconut Grove again is an area that is very much desired. In terms of single family homes, there's not a lot of listings that are available, just because I believe that it's such a desirable neighborhood, right?
Right. So low density condo market, not a lot of inventory. I think this is the only luxury project that we can say is ultra luxury at the moment, with a brand anything close to the Four Seasons that's going to be offering the amenities that it's going to offer. So let's talk about that, because for me, I think that the amenities, when somebody is coming from a single family home or considering living in a condo, they want to be convinced why this condo. The amenities does that. The floor plans are obviously very important, but the amenities becomes an extension of their living space. And I want to talk about the spa, which I hear is going to be over the top.
Yeah, so going into amenities and services that will be provided in the building. As an example, our pool deck will feature these amazing cabanas that will be available for the residents. That pool deck will be fully food and beverage service will be provided. We will also have a lounge area inside on the 6th floor that will be completely operable, so you'll be able to have a drink with friends or guests that are visiting you.
Closed to the public, so the restaurant and bars will be just for the residences.
Completely close to the public. And then we will also there's going to be a party room for owners. We're going to have a kids room, which also will be great for families that are going to be living here. And then kind of diving into the spa. The spa is going to be phenomenal. I mean, the spa really is going to be something unique. What CMC and Four Partners have done is really amazing. They're kind of creating different treatment rooms where you can station to station and go from cold plunge, glass showers where it's like really cold water, but it feels like, and then you can go down to having your own private massage.
And I think somewhere mentioned 10,000 square feet.
The
spa alone will be 10,000 square feet.
And then in addition to all that, all those services will also be accessible for the residents in their unit. So you don't necessarily have to go to the spa to get a massage.
To get a treatment.
They'll come up to your unit and they'll give it to you. If you want, in residence dining, they'll also be able to, provide that to the residents. Four Seasons really goes way above and beyond any expectation that the residents have. So, this is why people want to be here.
Absolutely, and I think that they're going to be able to offer all of these services so seamlessly, probably even better than they do in a hotel, just because there's only 70 residences, right? So you're going to get that private, intimate, exclusive treatment in all the services. Living in a condo, but also feeling like you're on vacation.
Exactly. It will only be a Four Seasons private residences. So a lot of people ask, what does that mean specifically?
Right.
Imagine you being at a Four Seasons hotel without the hotel component, meaning every single level of service and amenity that hotel would offer is being offered to the residences. And this building will be able to offer all those services on a daily basis to those people.
Because it's going to be intimate. Right. So with that setting, there's only 70 residences.
Yeah, so we only have 70, families that will be living here. 70 units is not a lot of units for a very, 20-story building. It will be very exclusive, and really in Coconut Grove, I feel like there's really nothing to the level that this building will offer.
I also want to highlight 20 stories. I feel that that's an important feature for somebody who is considering transitioning from a single-family home into a condo, or even anybody who loves condos but just doesn't want to be on a high floor or feel that they are in a high rise. And that's another feature that Coconut Grove offers, is a little bit of a lower density feeling. So this building will only be 20 stories.
Only 20 stories, yeah.
70 residences.
70 residents, all waterfront. You know, the building is literally up against, in front of South Bayshore Drive. So, you know, all the units are facing the bay.
Okay. Something that I want to highlight about the project, because I think it's important to know that when buyers are coming and searching in this neighborhood that is non-ocean front, you do have the marina lifestyle and you have expansive water views of Biscayne Bay.
Right.
You no longer have to compromise whether you enjoy the beach, but also want to be in a non-touristy, low-density neighborhood. You can have both, because the developers are going to offer beach club services at the historic landmark at the Surf Club in Surfside, which is by invitation only. So you do not have access to this club unless you have been invited or you purchase a unit at Four Seasons Private Residences in Coconut Grove. And so tell us a little bit about what they're going to offer.
Yeah, I think that's also a very exciting, you know, feature that we offer to, you know, clients that are coming to, you know, purchase a unit in this project. A lot of people, you know, living in Miami want to be close to the water. They want to make sure that they can have access to the beach. This kind of complements that gap, right? So we're in Coconut Grove. Coconut Grove doesn't have beaches. But what's nice is that for partners, they have this private club at the Surf Club. And essentially that membership is being extended to the owners here at the Four Seasons Private Residences, Coconut Grove. You know, their beach club, their pools, cabanas, and have, you know, privileges with all the restaurants that they have over there.
You can have the best of both worlds, and you don't feel like you're compromising having that amenity or, you know, being connected to the beach, which a lot of people love in Miami, but don't want to be too far removed from it at the same time. Okay, Chris, let's roll into the floor plans so we can give them an understanding of what to expect on the interiors. We'll talk about some finishes and layouts. So give us a breakdown of bedrooms and size, square footage.
Sure. So our smallest unit is a 2-bedroom. Our 2 bedrooms are about 2,000 square feet, but we really only have a handful of those 2 bedrooms, and they are actually located on our lower floors. So from the 3rd floor to the 5th floor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then it goes into?
Yeah. So then once you hit the 6th floor of our building, that's really the amenities deck, where all the amenities will be located.
Wow, an entire floor for amenities.
The whole 6th floor will be amenities. So you have your pool deck, you have your gym spot, everything will be, in terms of amenities, will be on the 6th floor. And then once you hit the 7th floor and you know, from 7 up, you basically have 3 bedrooms and 4 bedrooms.
Okay.
Our 3 bedrooms are really 3 bedrooms plus den, so they're a little bit larger, and those are about 3,000 square feet. And then we have 4 bedrooms, which are corner units, which are about 4,000 square feet.
Okay. And ceiling height?
Yeah, so ceiling heights for non-penthouse units are about 10 feet 6 inches. And then our penthouse units are, in terms of ceiling heights, are about 11 feet 6 inches. Hugo was adamant about making sure that all of our ceilings are completely flush throughout the unit. So your ceiling is dropped at 10.6 throughout. So it's completely flush throughout your unit.
Okay, great. I love his finishes, everything that he does. I think that he puts such an exquisite design, attention to detail in all of his projects. And so let's talk about what to expect in some of the finishes.
Yeah, so, you know, for the most part, the whole unit will come completely finished in terms of flooring, inside and out in the terraces. The kitchens will be designed by Molteni. All the bathrooms will be completely finished in terms of, you know, the vanities, all the marble and all the stonework throughout the bathrooms will also be included.
And I understand they picked a very special interior designer to help them with the finishes?
Yeah, so we're actually working with Michele Bonan. He's actually worked with us in the past. So locally, he designed one of Hugo's past projects, which is Grosvenor House here in Coconut Grove. I believe he also designed the Ritz-Carlton Sunny House. So that's kind of, you know, 2 projects as a point of reference to, you know, something that he's designed locally here.
Excellent.
Yeah, so he will be in charge of all the interior designs of the project. He will also be designing, you know, the lobby, all the common areas of the building.
Okay. Let's talk about timeline so a buyer knows what to expect if they're wanting to move.
Yeah, so right now we are actually in the process of demolishing the existing office building that was, you know, on site. And we anticipate, you know, completing that, I would say, first quarter of next year. So first quarter of 2025, at which point we will immediately start our groundbreaking.
Okay.
We anticipate, you know, starting closings for, I'd say, first quarter of 2027.
Okay, so completion first quarter of 2027.
Yes.
Okay. Chris, thank you. Thank you so much for having us. I feel privileged to be here to hear and kind of learn so much more about the project and to share it with our viewers. So thank you so much. I've heard so far you've been very successful.
Yeah, I mean, it's been we've had a kind of a whisper campaign at the beginning, but now we're out to the public officially, and it's been great. It's been really successful to this point, so we're happy with with what we're doing.
Well, there you have it, the Four Seasons private residences in Coconut Grove. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.